Hello and welcome to another episode of the AstraZeneca Women in Tech series. I'm your host, Ben Benton, and today I'm joined by Lucy Labrado from our cybersecurity team based in Mexico. Lucy, welcome to the episode. How are you?
Hi, Ben. I'm fine, thanks. Thank you for having me.
No, great. It's a pleasure to have you, and I'm pleased to share that you are the first woman we've had from our Mexico team on the series, so double congratulations. And maybe to start with, can you just share a bit about what you do and about the team that you work in?
I am part of the global network engineering team, and my role as a network architect is to design and implement a secure and reliable network and multi-cloud solutions across all AC sites. And just to name some of the network solutions we support are a local and internet access, a load balancer, VPN, wireless. And given the current pandemic situation, my team and I are making sure that wherever you are in the world, you can connect in a secure and easy and fast way to AC network.
Excellent. So, I mean, that sounds quite a technical role.
Yes, it is.
I mean, what's the most enjoyable bit about your role?
For me, it is all about helping the company to save lives with the things I love. So, in fact, my mother is under an AC cancer treatment during 5 years, and I have seen firsthand how important it is that she and other patients get their medicine every day. So that's has been a motivation since day one to deliver the best service possible to the company.
Wow, I mean, that's a very powerful thing, isn't it? It just shows you how close to home that our work sometimes is. I guess on the flip side, then, what's difficult about your role? And then, by the sounds of it, it sounds really technical, so I wouldn't have a clue where to start. But what's the biggest challenge that you have in that network architecture role?
So IT itself is really challenging technology, and it's changing very quickly. So we need to keep up to date and keep continuous learning and to deliver the best service to the different options to the company, and also to get it better every day.
I agree. So, taking you back to when you were young, you still are young, but did you always know that working in technology was what you wanted to do? Was that something you thought of when you were growing up as a child? Is it, I want to be a network architect?
When I was around 6 or 7 years old, my father used to have this old big satellite dish with a lot of devices and a lot of cables connected between them, and I love to help him to disconnect and connect the cables over and over again. And I also like a lot of math, so I was between engineering and accounting, so I decided to go for electronic engineering. And in my university, they offer two specialties that were automation and communications. So I decided for communications, and around midterm, they offer a Cisco network course that I attended. And I was really curious about it, to know more about how the network works after this course. So I started doing some research, and I found out that Cisco offered these global, widely recognized certifications.
I mean, that's amazing. So your career really started when you were 7, and that was just because of your father actually giving you some wires to plug in and do things.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Exactly. And I guess some advice that you can probably give to other women who are particularly looking to get into not just technology but your area, network architecture, because it is quite a niche field. What advice would you give to them seeking out that type of career?
Yeah. I think it's don't be intimidated with the name, position, or any. So architecture is not only being technical strong, but also having these soft skills to deliver a successful project or to sell a new technology. The technical part, you can always learn it, and there will be always people or a mentor to help you in your journey. And also architecture is more about being curious and also like keep learning. All the new technology that is happening right now is changing like pretty quickly right now.
And that was one of the questions I was going to ask as well, as a follow-up from that. Has it changed? Has network architecture changed a lot as, I guess, technology has just evolved and there's new things? Does network architecture do that? Is it similar, or because the other way I see it is it's just wires you plug in, and there's maybe some newer wires, but I know it's a lot more complex than that. But has it changed over the years since you've been within that in your career?
Yeah, so speed it is the thing that it had changed. So AC started with but it had like 1 gig, and now we are implementing 100 gig between the sites. So that's amazing. The speed that it requires to transfer data is super amazing. How has it evolved, and the user start requiring more and more, and the data is increasing like a lot. So like our stakeholders are requiring to transfer this data much more faster than before.
Excellent. So what's the best piece of advice that you've ever received, if you have at all?
Yeah, sure. So it was more than a question that and an advice. I was in my first job, and I was like an IT administrator. So I reached a different team, servers, network, but I wanted to be the one that resolved those requirements. So one day my sister asked me if I was really happy. And I wasn't really, because I was not doing what I love. So I started to change things. I joined Cisco training, and I study in all my free time at home, at work, and I passed my first Cisco certification. And I started to apply into different companies, and until I was accepted in an IT company as network engineer. And the rest is history.
Definitely. Well, that's great, and I guess so. The thing I take from that is, go and follow what you love, and if you love what you're doing, then you're gonna enjoy work and progress.
Yeah, and
that's great.
Sorry.
No,
yeah, and a lot of times you should ask you if you are really happy what you are doing.
Definitely. So on to my last question, and this whole series is about ensuring that we inspire a new generation and actually support other women who may be looking to get into a tech career. What more do you think that we could do as a society to really support more women representation within technology?
So I believe programs like this one should also expand to mid and high schools, so the future generation could know how broad, how many possibilities they offer, the companies offer. And even though they don't go to an IT career, sorry. Also, an IT course should be part of any career nowadays, since all the companies are becoming, or are tech companies, are more in this current pandemic situation. We have seen that.
Brilliant. Thank you for sharing that. And I mean, it feels like it's flown by, but that brings us to the end of the episode. So Lucy, I want to say a massive thank you for coming on. I know this isn't your normal thing. I know normally you're tucked away working all the technical things around network architecture. So I really appreciate you coming on and speaking with me.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
No, pleasure. And to the viewers, thanks again for watching. If you've enjoyed the session, or if you've taken some really good advice from this, please feel free to give us a like or share. And if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to the series for all the latest episodes. But in the meantime, please do take care, and we'll see you in a few weeks. Bye-bye.